going on? Hey guys. Ew! Hey you guys, it's Darrnell Bradley. This is for real. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley. Welcome to the Rustage interview. Not with this me here now, because I've done that already. Just want to let y'all know that I apologize, and I am aware that I look like I'm from a 90s video game. Had an issue in editing, and did what I could with what I had. But hey, good. Rustage's stick comes in real good. He's real fine. It's fine. Mine's the only thing that's fucked up. So we're good, alright? So here you go. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Darrnell Bradley back at y'all with another video. And today, we got the interview. We got this man here. I'm mad excited to have this man here. Been wanting to talk to this dude for a minute. Big fan of his work. Another big
Only
reason.
a minute. An hour ago, he was like, "Who the fuck's this guy?"
Oh my god.
But a minute ago, he was like, "Holy shit!"
Hell nah. Freaking within myself getting into nerdcore like this man and Game Boy Jones and everybody else, just it was amazing. But we got Rustage. How you doing, man?
Hello, it's me. I'm doing all right. I'm drinking some gamer juice. I am existing. Just finished editing One Piece Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's. How are you doing? Sure, you're doing great.
I'm doing fantastic. I'm still tripping off the damn time difference.
Oh, true. Well, 6 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't too bad.
Honestly, you are my first overseas interview.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to England. I hope you enjoy it. This is what we speak like. Well, at least me. This is what I speak like.
From what I understand, America says everything wrong anyway, so...
No. You guys just have a different accent. And actually, back in like medieval Europe or Renaissance Europe, the American accent is closer to ancient English than the current English accent is.
Damn!
Yeah, it is. So like, neither accent would be right, but if an American were to perform Shakespeare, the American accent is closer to what Shakespeare would have sounded like than the English accent would have been.
Ah, damn, he just hits the interview with knowledge out of left. This knowledge. Damn, I like that. Yo, Joe. When it comes to this nerdcore thing that you do, like, how did that find you?
How did it find me? I was in the woods, deep dark at night. And it came out, it had like a gun, and it was like, you gotta rap about anime. No. The thing is, I like rap and like music, but I just like making music about things that I personally enjoy. And, that's been many things, and it was video games, and then it was anime, because I personally have always enjoyed anime, so I wanted to make raps about things I enjoyed. And it happened to be that people liked that content, but when I was making it, it was just generally because I liked anime, and I found it fun to make raps about things I liked. So there you go.
That's dope.
There you go.
That's dope. Where did you listen to any popular UK rappers? Like, do you have like influences in that regard?
So Dan Ball is my biggest influence in my life, generally.
Yeah.
I've said this before. As a kid, this is how fucking old he is and how long he's been doing it. As a kid, like a 10-year-old kid, I used to listen to his stuff. Like, all through secondary school, I listened to his stuff. When I was like 15, 16, I met him at a convention, and I talked to him, and it was really nice, and that was an awesome moment for me. I then talked to him through Twitter DMs a couple years later, and that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. He was showing me a song he was working on. It was great. And then I'd say like a year later from that, he has his studio where he lives. He has an office space, and he was inviting YouTubers round that could get to there to hang out and check it out. And he was like, "Hey, do you want to come and see it?" And I was like, "Yes." And I remember talking to him and getting on with him. And I don't know what it is, but it's in a situation where people, and obviously are quite apprehensive about talking to new people online because you don't know people's intentions and stuff. But the moment I meet someone in real life, they are suddenly a lot more friendly to me and want to talk to me more, because then after that he followed me and started talking to me more, and I went up a lot more, and we started becoming friends, which was great. Obviously I have other UK influences. I love Stormzy a lot. If you know Stormzy.
Heard, haven't followed.
Okay, he's like a grime artist. A lot of my like hooks are very Stormzy inspired in terms of that. But I don't know. I've been in the internet since I was a young age, so I've heard all kinds of rap from all walks of life. But mostly, I will say, and I guess it's kind of obvious from the fact that I look and sound like this. But my original inspirations for rap was never actually like actual rap artists like Eminem or Tech Nine or who have you, Tupac, right? And I've listened to them all now and I appreciate them now. But my first exposure to rap and what got me into it to begin with was, I mean, Dan Bull, but also, and I don't actually think I've said this before because I've only just fucking remembered it now, but World of Warcraft parody raps was one of my biggest inspirations as a kid. Like, where they would, unbeknownst to me, they would take like an Eminem song and they'd replace all the lyrics with World of Warcraft related lyrics. I actually didn't know the original Eminem song when I listened to it, so for a lot of these songs, I remember the World of Warcraft version more than the actual versions of the songs.
Hey.
There's D12, the D12 song Purple Hills. Do you know D12?
Yes, D12. I know D12.
Yeah,
I don't know if
there's
I know that
Purple Pills, or whatever it's called. I think it's whatever. That's how much I don't know about it. Purple Pills, that's what it's called. D12 song Purple Pills. There was a World of Warcraft group. They did a song called Honor Kills. If you ever played World of Warcraft, that's the kills you get in PvP. The song's called Honor Kills, and they did a parody song. They're rapping about World of Warcraft, and that's the shit that I know. I know like all the lyrics of that, but I don't know any of the lyrics of D12 Purple Pills.
No, that shit happens. That shit happens with songs. That shit happens all the time. Like there's a just in a different happenstance. You know how like that whole like rock goes pop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I Prevail did a cover of Blank Space by somebody, I don't know, I forget her name. But either way,
Taylor Swift.
Thank you. But yeah, they did that to her, and I never heard that song. Like I heard it like probably 1 or 2 times her version, but after I heard them do it, like I listened to that shit on repeat. And then I heard her song come on, and I'm like, I know all the lyrics to this shit, except like those little switch ups. Oh,
Of course.
But but as far as the like you finding that in your aspirations, when because I assume at some point you had to have realized, yo, like people really like this. Like when you actually started getting known for it and started to build who you are off of that. Like how did that feel?
Well, I've actually been doing YouTube for a very long time. But like obviously nothing super huge, and I grew at a small audience as a kid. I was actually quite an active kid, like for a kid, and I'm saying above the age of 13 YouTube terms of service. I was above the age of 13. I'm talking about from the ages of about 13 to 16. I did a lot more than people of my age would do. Like I went to like conventions, I performed, I even did stand-up comedy at a convention, which is wacky, especially because of how unfunny I am. But it's a crazy to think about at the time when you're that age, and at the time, because that's the oldest you've ever been, you don't realize how weird it is that you, a 15-year-old kid, is standing in front of a crowd of like 300 people doing stand-up comedy, and they're like laughing at you, and you just be like, yeah, this is just what I'm doing. In hindsight, I'm like, how the fuck did I do that? Wish I could do that again now. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
It's just the things that
Who let me do that? Which adult was like, yeah, we're gonna let this 15-year-old kid perform stand-up comedy in front of a bunch of strangers? Nobody said, where are your parents? They just let me do it.
That would have been a question.
So I've been doing a lot of stuff, and so I've been kind of used to the idea of kind of throughout my life of doing things for an audience and stuff, because there's a lot of people who have that kind of weird realization that, oh my god, people watch me now if I'm not. And even though not many people watch me, I knew, like I kind of got comfortable with that idea pretty early on. So but what happened was I started doing anime raps, and I actually did a couple One Piece ones and a couple My Hero Academia ones, and I think like a Vegeta rap, and they all did okay. They've done a lot better now in hindsight because people have gone back to
Yeah.
watch them. But at the time, like my Vegeta rap, it had like hit like 20,000 views, and I was like, that's incredible, right? And it was doing pretty good. And then I released Kakashi, and I read all of the Naruto manga whilst I was in Korea visiting a friend,
That's where you made
and
that
I
video?
made the instrumental there. Huh?
Is that where you made the video?
No, that's Japan,
Okay.
and that's
Alright.
recently. Kakashi's 2 years ago now.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, not quite 2 years ago. It's actually a bit over a year ago. It's April 2019, I actually think. Something like that. Early 2019. I made a Kakashi rap. I uploaded that. And then like a week after that came out, it started picking up in views like crazy. And I started getting tons and tons of viewerships and people coming into that. And that blew up immediately. And luckily, and I sort of, right the same week that was, I had already uploaded like 2 raps after the Kakashi rap. Like I think I did a Teen Titans rap or something. But right after the Kakashi rap was blowing up, the next rap I put out on my channel was a Sasuke rap, which then also got a lot of views because these are all new people from the Kakashi rap.
Yeah.
And then that started blowing up. And then I had to make sure that I didn't just make Naruto raps.
Yeah.
I had to then start to vary, and I set myself a rule where every 3rd rap could be a Naruto rap, but everything in between that couldn't be, so that even though they, at the time, they would do terribly compared to the Naruto stuff, but it really helped keep my YouTube channel more varied than just the Naruto rap channel.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's good that you
ended up being good.
perceived that early. Like, it's very, like, that you didn't get trapped in something, and that you noticed that, like, right off the bat.
Yeah. I've been relatively smart with the way that I've run my channel since then, because I knew that weekly uploads is good. Having a consistent routine at the same week, same time is good, because people will just tune in every week for that regardless, right?
Yeah.
People expect it to come, and that boosts viewership straight away, which in turn boosts viewerships later, because YouTube tends to share it more.
Yeah.
Because of that. People used to make fun of my thumbnails, but I think they are effective because they tell you everything you need to know. This character rap, that's it. You don't need to know anything else.
It's like
you know
facts.
it's a rap about Sasuke,
Yeah.
right?
You're
It's
100% right. Like, to the point. This is this. Here.
You don't need, and you can. There's a lot of people that I had done who did love and nerdcore stuff, but they didn't do anime stuff. And then my stuff started taking off, and then they slowly started converting to do more anime-related stuff. And so I've managed to sort of like influence an entire community of people who specifically do anime rap. Because the only person who would do consistent anime rap before I did it was none like Joshua. He did it before I did it, but what he would do is he made an album about Naruto, and then he kind of dumped all the tracks onto YouTube. I think he did the same with Attack on Titan, right? So he didn't have like a schedule. He still doesn't have a schedule. He just kind of makes the songs whenever. Game Boy Jones had also done a few as well, but interspliced with his other video game stuff. But people like Daddy Fat Snaps, Fable, Divide, had never. Some of them hadn't even. Divide had, but Fable and Daddy Fat Snaps hadn't even seen anime. They hadn't even seen anything until I started doing stuff. And now they're really into it, and some of them have seen anime I haven't seen, obviously, and they're all doing incredible jobs, but yeah.
Well, I mean, like, in just inherently for me, because when I was younger, like, I watched the anime, and then as I got older and, like, just my life went somewhere else, like, it fell off. I didn't really watch it like that.
Yeah.
Like, I would still see things here and there where I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool, I remember this. But then when I started doing reactions, at first it was just hip-hop. I was just, whatever was going on mainstream. I just knew that I wanted to make music, and I wanted to appeal to an audience that was about this music. So, and that's how I got into hip-hop reactions. And then within just like once seeing all the crazy claim stuff that goes on, I was like, oh wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, so, and then I just started like looking for different kinds of rap versus just regular hip-hop. And I came across Game Boy Jones Master Roshi rap. And that was my that was my introduction to nerdcore. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I just started clicking on random stuff, rap and anime stuff. And that's how like I saw you guys' names, and then I saw how you guys like it was the whole thing, and I was like, where have y'all been? What? Y'all been here this whole time? So like I was really, really happy to get into that, and now I'm over here putting out nerdcore music, which is freaking awesome. I really like
It's awesome.
like you guys. Well, you, like I said, you in particular being where you're at, and everybody that has hopped on and started doing this thing, I think they've done an amazing thing for an amazing community of people. So like I'm saying thank you for that.
No worries. It's fun. I mean, people should get into the habit of writing raps about things that they enjoy more than just their lives. Because they're not on YouTube, but I have a couple of songs about like books that I like. I made a rap about chess, you know, and it's fun to think about bars in relation to a subject, and it's just a style of writing that's really fun and interesting, and something I've always enjoyed doing since I was a kid.
I promise if you release a song about chess, I'll watch the hell out of that shit.
I probably will on my second channel.
Alright, cool. Because I was like, wait, a song about chess?
Yeah.
And I think that is very that way of thinking about it. I think that is like awesome. Like it makes it a way more creative art form.
Well, it's just fun because a lot of people don't say this, but it's a lot of some people do, and I guess you kind of assume people think this, which is like, oh, he's only making a rap about this thing because it's a popular thing, and that will get him more views than making a rap about himself or whatever. And it's like, I just enjoy making raps about these things. And I would still be doing it even if it didn't get any views. I mean, I would still be uploading my raps onto YouTube. Almost like identically to what I've done now, probably with less features. if I didn't get the attention or subscribers. And I had been for 7 years. I've been uploading songs about things I just enjoyed, about TV shows I liked, about games that I liked, right? Yeah. So that's just what I enjoy doing, and I'm happy that I'm able to make that aim for my career, purely for the fact that means that I can spend more time doing this thing that I enjoy doing. And I think I always said that. As a kid, I definitely remember saying that my goal isn't to make money with music, it's to be able to make enough money from music that I don't need to do anything else but music. If that makes sense. It's like, it's different to people who... Because there's a difference to people being like, I'm going to make music so I can get rich, you know, than people who are like, I'm going to make music and I want to make money off it so that I can continue making music without having to, you know, work somewhere else.
Just recycles into itself.
I always only ever wanted to make enough that it could be a full-time job, and that's what I'm doing, so it's great.
Oh yeah, definitely. Within like you said, seeing people start to come into nerdcore, how has it felt like working with them as you met them, as you noticed them doing this?
I mean, it's great. I knew all of them beforehand, and they were all nice to me beforehand. Before they started doing anime stuff, I mean, because just nerdcore as a community in general, I knew a lot of them. There was NPC, which is like a nerdcore meetup thing that we did last year. That was a lot of fun. And so I knew a lot of them. And then someone like Schwabity, I've known since I was 13.
Yeah, he was saying something about that on the stream.
Yeah, we've known each other for a very, very long time. He's a couple years older than me. But yeah, we've known each other for a long time. And I don't know. And then, I don't know. for a lot of us, we've seen each other grow. Like when we met each other, we were all relatively small, I guess. I mean, some of us were bigger than others, so...
Well, yeah, but as a together...
So, like, when I met Fable was because he released the rap about Sombra from Overwatch, and a lot of us were doing Overwatch songs around the same time. And I met Zach Boucher. I met Fable because he did a Sombra song, and I did a Sombra song, and I emailed him saying, I like your Sombra song, here's my Sombra song. And I met Zach Boucher because he did the same thing to me, because I made a Diva song, and he made a Diva song, and he said to me, hey, I like your Diva song, here's mine. And... I didn't actually end up working with Fable for ages, but yeah, I don't know. Good. We're all friends.
No, I got you, bro. No, I got you. Like,
we're all friends, but also all very busy because we all make music. So we're all friends that never hang out.
But y'all still like, it's because like through y'all music, y'all still get to interact because y'all do features left and right. Y'all do features left and right.
Because it's easier. you don't have to write 2 verses. You could only got to write 1 if you get a feature, you know.
Yeah, 100%. I get the easy task of it, but like.
But it's also a lot of fun.
I'll tell you, because like when I react to these things and like I get into my comments and I see the things that these people are saying about you guys, or when I have reacted to a song and they're like, yo, you gotta watch this one, you gotta watch that one, you gotta watch that one, like I just put it in a queue and I'm like, all right, and like as I listen to these songs, and I definitely see how like you're explaining it to me, how it went through, but as far like this community that you guys have built, like they are powerful. Like,
yeah, I'm quite happy about that. I'm happy about that because one of the dangers of creating content about a subject that isn't relating to yourself is once that subject dies down, you consequently die down as well. And I think that was one of the problems with a lot of the video game raps comparatively to the anime stuff, was games don't have as much long-lasting popularity as anime does in a way, like unless they like become classics or something. Like Overwatch is not as popular as it was, right?
Yeah.
And you get that kind of stuff, right? And there's also not a lot of crossover between the video game community and stuff. So if you have an audience that really like your Overwatch songs, they might not watch your like Rainbow Six Siege songs or your Mario songs, because the gaming community doesn't have as much overlap as like the anime community does.
Yeah.
If you make a rap about Naruto, that person who's watched your Naruto rap is more likely to watch your rap about Goku than a video game person who likes Overwatch is likely to watch your rap about League of Legends, right? Just because it's in the same vein of anime, and therefore the community is a lot more die-hard and just like things that you do and stuff, and I think that's quite fun and exciting, and it's good, and it's good that they know like us as people, and they're not just like, I like anime rap.
Yeah.
And it means that I can occasionally release things that aren't strictly anime related, that's just about myself, like Kage, and people watch it. It's obviously not going to be anywhere near as popular, but the fact that it is as popular as it is when it's not relating to anything that people want is impressive.
Within your own fan base, I believe, and the people that listen to you, especially if you've done a lot of nerdcore music, the curiosity of who's behind, like wanting to see you do like that grows.
Yeah.
Not to say that.
I feel like I disappoint people a lot though, because I'm me. When people hear my music, they think. Some people have told me they think I'm a big bald black man, which which is not true, as you can tell. I'm a small, scrawny white kid. I think I posted a picture of myself to my community page once, and one of the comments on that was like, "You don't wear glasses. There's no way you wear glasses. Not when you sound like that. These are probably fake glasses." I'm like, what the fuck? A lot of people also say like, "You sound nothing like you do when you rap," and it's like, yeah, I don't. It is, I just talk and then I rap.
People got rap voices. Strawberry has a rap voice. I think the voice he raps with.
Strawberry is, he changes his entire accent when he raps.
Like, yeah, it's like complete. Yeah, it's like, and then because we, dang it, I don't know yesterday, but he was singing, and he was singing with more his natural voice, and I was like, oh,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, I like what he does there. But when since you had touched on we were touching on the Norco regular rap thing. How was your, I guess, like falling with, because you were on Screwface's Cypher?
I was.
Yeah, like how was that experience?
That was fun. See, I was already in contact with Screw because he did reactions to my stuff, and I was like, wow. Well, before he did reactions to my stuff, I was already a fan of Screw because I'm a fan of a lot of internet rappers, because that's been my life since I was a child. So like, people who rap on the internet, I'm a fan of them, and I was a fan of Screw, and I liked his stuff, and I liked his features on other things. And then when I saw that he reacted to something of mine, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And I was really into it, and then I started. I don't actually think he follows me on Twitter, but he did DM me on Twitter. But he still doesn't follow me, I don't think, which I think is an accident, I hope. But we were talking on Twitter, and I had him on the Brody rap first, and then he said he's putting together a cypher, and he wanted a bunch of people that he liked, and I was like, he wanted to get me on it, and I was like, are you sure?
Are you sure? What?
You sure you want me on it? I don't want to ruin it.
Not even.
But I'm excited to be on it. My problem is obviously my video sucks because I don't know how to do any kind of video stuff. So I just recorded it in my room and it was terrible. But I think people still enjoyed it. Which is
Nah,
nice.
bro, because the flow is dope. Man, I don't know why you would.
I learned a lot.
Huh?
I learned a lot in that rap because I've kind of gone through a transitional phase in terms of my bars.
Yes, you have.
Which you're one of the only reactors who actually picks up on bars into that sort of level. But one of my problems with the Worldwide Cypher is I did have a couple bars, but too many of my bars were I'm like this, I'm like this, with no clever build up to it. It was just like I'm working hard like I'm Catherine, I'm non-stop like I'm Hamilton, I'm
one-liners, simple similes.
Simple similes, right? And someone pointed that out to me, and I was like, okay. But you could tell I was slowly improving, and now I feel like in the songs where I'm focusing more on the bar aspect of it,
Steamrolling people like that's human trafficking. You mean that shit right there?
like stuff like that, yeah. Where I've managed to like turn a switch on in my brain, and I've completely changed. Like I've got. Here's a sneak preview of Sanji for the Monster Trio, where I say, what the fuck do I say? Striking fire harder than a blacksmith, a fresh prince, because he's got fire in his leg and he strikes it down like a blacksmith strikes an anvil with fire, you know, like blah blah blah, right? But also a blacksmith is a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith.
Got you.
Because he's a blacksmith.
Yeah.
But also Sanji is Mr. Prince. So it's a reference to Sanji being a prince.
Nice, you got layers.
And it's like 3 layers of bars. And that's the sort of stuff, 6 months ago I would have never been able to come up with. Also take lives on the line, call it grand theft is another one.
I was in your stream when you were coming up with that one.
That one, yeah. A few. But yeah, but then it's also a thing you got to find a balance because I don't want to say this in a way that makes me sound like snobbish or elitist at all, but it's just a fact that not everyone is going to understand your bars, which means you've got to write the music for your audience, and you just got to. You shouldn't get frustrated at people who don't understand your bars,
No, definitely, never not.
You kind of have to, if
people listen to it in their own way.
It's okay, this is a complicated statement, because I'm not saying that you should write a music to pander to an audience, because if you want to write music for what you want, then write music for what you want, right? But if your goal is to write music for an audience that you know, you want to be able to vary up things to appeal to different people. So what I'm trying to do now is trying to have some of these good, interesting bars, but then also have, just references to the things that I'm talking about that people who are fans of the show would get. Have lines in there that are a bit simpler. Maybe have a bar that's really on the nose, like a non-like Joshua kind of bar, where it's like the sort of thing that people in the comments will be saying, haha, that's funny. Like, fuck. I can't even remember. There used to be tons. Something like when non-like Joshua goes like, in his Itachi, like Orochimaru wants my brother's body, no hope.
Oh yes, that's that
sort of thing, right? That's like super surface level. Everyone's gonna get that, right? So you wanna have a couple of those, and then a couple of deeper bars, and then a couple of like maybe non-bars, but like more of it. You wanna be able to have a variety of things on top of obviously having the rhyme scheme be good, the multi-syllable rhymes there, and the flow be good as well. And you want to be able to craft that kind of perfect verse. You don't want to dip into one too much as not to alienate other parts of your audience. If your goal is to appeal to your audience, which is what I'm trying to do at the moment, and it's very stressful, actually.
Well, when it comes to stuff like that, like serious, because I've seen like Fable post things on Twitter about like anxiety and things like that. So like I think it's very important to like. Whoa, you disappeared.
Fable actually has like a proper medical condition
He disappeared.
That seems terrible, and I wish him the best. And he has like he has like physical effects of having a panic attacks and stuff, and I in no way want to relate to what I'm going through to him, because my stuff is just, I'm a big baby and I don't want to disappoint people. I'm stressed.
But we don't want everybody to get stressed out either way. But we got, what it is touching base on what you were talking about lyrically. I agree in a sense of like with the bars and things like that, because as a reactor, I know that I have centralized my audience off of bar breakdown. So when that's what they, and also because since my intro into anime rap or nerdcore rap was Game Boy Jones, first thing I heard were anime bars.
Yeah.
And then getting into more of them, and what you got?
You here's the thing about reactors, is you start to learn what sort of things that they're into individually. So I always noticed that you tended to be more bar focused, and so if a song like my Dio rap that was more bar focused, I could tell that you would enjoy that more than someone like Kagi, who feels like he's the opposite, where he's more sound focused. Like, take the Shonen Jump Cypher. You saw it, right?
Yes.
The Shonen. Who is your favorite verse on that?
The Shonen Jump Cypher. My favorite verse.
Difficult question. I do apologize.
Yeah, dude. Like when you guys drop these damn ciphers, bro.
Yeah.
I can't.
But like,
I would say honestly, I don't know, bro. Honestly, as far as a favorite that I have in a cipher was the Uchiha cipher, and that was Game Boy Jones for his first line, dog. Not to bring the clan in. No, not that one.
I want to use the Shonen Jump Cypher as an example, because I find like there's such a big variety of different rap styles in that it's really good to see what reactors' favorite verses are, can really indicate the kind of thing. So, for example, Kagi's favorite verses on that are Divide Music, Fable, and one other I can't remember. He said at the end. And that's for very obvious reasons. Kagi likes things when they sound good, and both Divide and Fable, Divide sang, he didn't say anything much, right? But he sang, and it sounded great. And Fable had this cool, like, growly effect on that sounded really cool. So that's what Kagi likes. And whilst my favorite verse is Conquest's Yugi, because I thought the bars were really good, and I thought it was really effective. And obviously I like everyone's verse, but yeah, but Kagi's least favorite verse was Conquest Yugi. So
depending on what you're looking for, it's like depending on what you're looking for in your music.
Yeah. So, and then once you clock what a reactor's kind of vibe is, then you can know, like, to not get offended if they don't like something, because it's like, oh, that's just not what their vibe is, you know.
No, 100%.
Have you listened to my
reactions?
Huh?
No, I have said that in a few reactions where like I've said something that's not normally my vibe, but I think it's amazing. Like the Schwabity, the one he just released. I forget. I don't know the name of the kids where the demons are trying to eat the kids.
Yeah, Promised Neverland.
Yeah, that was so amazing. There wasn't crazy bars. It wasn't nothing. And what happened to Chi, right? She was.
Yeah.
What happened with her voice with the saxophone, bro?
Yeah.
That was. Yeah.
Have you heard my latest song? Came out yesterday?
No, I have not. I have purposely not, because I'm trying to react to it today.
Okay, so that has no bars.
Okay, it's all good. That's the thing. Like music for me, when bars is my reaction channel. So as far as like music, bro, I'd be everywhere.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting. It's very different, and it has like, I mean, some people obviously, and here's what I'm talking about with like different audiences and people who are interested in different things. Some people, I do say like, I'm like this, but nothing super deep. I think I say something like, I'm giving 100% like I'm Deku. That's not really a bar, but some people would consider that like a deep bar, because, you know, people have different levels of things. And, people, and it's not like an insult to their intelligence at all, because it's
it's what you do. I
don't think it's anything to do with that either. It's just some people catch on to different things than other people. Lots of people in my Goku verse for the Saiyan cipher made up a bar for me, which I will now just pretend that I did, which was the Kit Kat bar. I was just take a break, take a Kit Kat is all I was referencing. But apparently in Team 4 Star, Goku in the Dragon Ball Z bridge says, "I'll break you like a Kit Kat" to Frieza.
Oh.
And people say, "Wow, nice Team 4-Star reference." And I was like, haha, yeah, that was my plan. The whole time, I meant to do that reference. That I'm a lyrical genius.
That's a good
Because
one.
it happens once you start writing like kind of deep bars. Some people will just give you more credit than you deserve. I actually gave Schwabity more credit than he deserved because he in the 5 Kage rap he said something like the elementary particle is something no Watson, and it was a Sherlock bar.
Yeah.
However, because in the lyrics he had misspelt the word Watson because he didn't know how to spell Watson, but he spelt it like the Apex character's name. I thought it was a double meaning to Watson from Sherlock, but also Watson, the character from Apex, who is like a particle scientist.
All right, I've never seen K-Pex.
Apex is a
Apex,
video
sorry,
game.
Apex. All right, I've never played it, but like, for me not knowing that, like I guess I saved myself. But for you having that knowledge was like, wait a minute.
I was like, well, I just thought it was like a better bar than it was. So he can be like, yeah, that's what I implied. That's what I meant, and you know, that's just...
Yeah, no, I got you. How you guys have progressed, and one thing I said between just having fun or just doing you guys things, but also work ethic, because I think like talent without work ethic isn't really gonna get you far. But,
yes, of course.
Yeah. So when you
what I've always said is you gotta the harder you work, the luckier you get. Is a motto that I've always stood by. Because yes, I got lucky, right? YouTube algorithm gods blessed me, but I wouldn't have got lucky if I didn't work hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's always, luck always plays a big part into it. But you won't ever get those lucky opportunities if you don't do anything. So the harder you work, the more lucky opportunities appear. And there you go, you just gotta do stuff, even if it doesn't seem like it's getting anything in return, right? I've been uploading weekly for 2 years now, and for the first year of that, I was doing okay, but I wasn't blowing up or anything, and then Kakashi came out and I started to, but I've been uploading onto YouTube for like 7 years, 8 years, so, you know?
Yeah, just about moving it and keeping it going forward, man. So, and also I think it's interesting because you got, how you said you did the rap, and then you got these people doing the rap, and then everybody kind of blowing up. So at what point were y'all like, all right, let's hop on this reaction thing?
Oh, the reaction thing? Fuck. Why did I do it? I wasn't the first to do it, but why did I do it?
I don't remember who was the first. I just know it's like as I'm watching you guys' videos, and then I'm starting to learn more.
It's probably Game Boy Jones, I imagine. I think it was, out of us nerdical people to do reactions. It was either Game Boy Jones or Schwabity, but I think it was Game Boy Jones.
Mm.
I don't know, it's just extra easy content for our second channels. That's why I did it. I don't edit them. I don't edit my ones. I literally just do a live stream, press the record button, then unpress the record button and upload the raw VOD because
Easy upload.
Yeah, because I don't have enough time to actually do any extra work. That is so.
Well, you still do.
And because I knew it was something that's
your games.
easy.
What is it called? You said. I haven't really
The One Piece D&D?
Yeah.
Yes. I actually don't have enough time to do that, but I still do it anyway because it's fun and it's doing way better than I thought it would do. People are really into that.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's good to have a long form pocket. I really do. I don't really have one. Well, interviews, but
so diversifying your revenue stream is also very important, and a second channel helps with that. Because if anything happened to a main channel, I mean, us musicians are good already because we've got Spotify and iTunes. So if anything happened to our YouTube, we still have those.
Yeah.
But you know, you want YouTube, multiple channels, Twitch, Spotify, iTunes, merch, which I haven't checked in a while actually. I have a podcast that doesn't make any money really, but it's something.
It's something. It grows. Things like that, they grow in time. They grow in time.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's just,
yeah. I want to talk about how you, like, your influences to other nerdcore artists for a second, because we touched on it here and there for a second.
My influence is people see what I do and they're like, this guy sucks, I could do it better.
What? Get out of here. Bro, with him like, and it's funny because I've seen it in other, like, I've seen it when Screws reacted to it, I've said it when I reacted to it. Like, your chopper flow.
Yeah, I've been trying to, I've been trying to not use it so much. I've been trying to vary up my flow, actually, recently.
Well, yeah, no, definitely. I definitely get down with that. But, like, just that flow in general, it is a dope style, a dope pickup, and I really...
Yeah.
And when how you put that in there with the bars, with the different things, because like I said, well, like you said, I do agree with you as far as how lyricists they need to like I think it's good to diversify in your lyricism. Like bars are cool, bars are dope, but I like bars, flips on words, all this other good stuff. Like shit's insane, goes everywhere.
You wanna I also feel like bars really really good, but I also feel like you should be able to listen to the rap, close your eyes, and forget that the words exist and just listen to the sounds of the rap. And if that sounds good and you're enjoying it, that's also good. And you get that effect by having really good sounding rhymes and really good flow patterns and stuff. Because someone could do a rap that's like the best bars, but it's literally just that the flow is like and the whole time, and that shit's like,
no, I got you. 100%.
And that's boring. That's garbage. You want to have that really, those clever lines, those clever punchlines, alongside interesting flows and rhymes and stuff. It's the balance. It's the balance.
I think Game Boy does a good job with that.
Yeah. Yes.
The man's got a bounce. It's good. Like, and y'all, just with all y'all and all your specific styles and seeing people come
I think everyone does a good job with it in the nerdcore community. I think I obviously have like. I think everyone has like personal preferences. So with every artist, there's like, well, there's this one thing that maybe they could improve on. And I know that I have tons of things that I can improve on. I have like fucking lists of insecurities. But you have someone like Divide, who's like, oh, his production's incredible. His singing is incredible. But he could probably up his like lyric game, right? His lyrics are pretty vague and non-descriptive. They're relatively like, they're good, but you know, they're not as perfect as the rest of its stuff, right? And I might just be saying that, or else I have to admit that Divide is a perfect human being and music Jesus. But but you get that with some people, right? With me, my production is nowhere near the level of like Fable or Divide or even Daddy Fat Snaps now. I'm kind of average at a lot of things. I always feel like a bit of a jack of all trades.
I'm still learning how to mix myself. So.
Connor Quest, lyrics incredible.
Yeah.
Mixing, ass. It's fine. He's getting better, but some of his earlier stuff was terrible, and he knows this. I've told him that. I've been like, yo, your lyrics are too good for your mixes that sound like this. But I think his latest song had a good mix.
Game Boy keeps saying that to me. He's like, bro, you're like about the track I just dropped, my mother one. He was like, bro, you bodied it, but as soon as you get that mixing, you'll be A1. I was like,
yeah. Well, did you do the instrumental?
Huh?
Did you do the instrumental?
Yeah.
Okay. Improving your instrumentals. I think the weakest part of the track for that is probably the instrumental.
Instrumental?
Because your lyrics are pretty good and your flow is good, which is great. And obviously the mixing isn't great. But you know, that's fair enough. In my opinion, I think the weakest part is the instrumental. I think it's just the drums don't have any punch. It just feels flat. The whole it just. What did you use?
Like I said, I'm still like, I don't know the names of everything. I kind of like just see what sounds good. I'm new to a lot of this.
Well, what I meant is like what digital audio works.
Oh, sorry, Ableton.
Ableton, cool. Well, I don't want to discourage you. I'm just saying, right? If I were to pick out one thing that's like the biggest thing that needs to step up, that's for me is probably that, right?
Okay.
But Game Boy Jones probably didn't point that out because he doesn't make any of his own instrumentals.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been my instrumental game. It's been going. I think the next one, because I've already made a beat to. I still know what to put on it, but I'll keep.
I mean, it could just be that one. I haven't listened to any other instrumentals, and they could be great. But that's just my.
No, definitely,
opinion,
man. If you don't think
of it.
Like, I want to take it all from everywhere. Just constructive criticism, let me know what's up. Because like when I look at like you and Fable and them, there are people that you guys have you have all been where I'm at right now. So if I'm gonna listen to advice from anybody,
oh god, my instrumentals used to fucking suck. I mean, they're still not great, but they used to be garbage. like, I mean, I just started doing instrumentals when I was a kid, and they would be so bad. Some of my mixes are way worse than any, you know, your stuff is fine so far. Like, you just gotta keep at it.
Mm-hmm.
Keep at it.
Much appreciated.
Then you have people like Schwabity, who I feel like is just really good at everything. The same with Fable as well. Actually, with Daddy Fat Stumps is getting to that point. Actually, people are just really good at everything that they do. I'm falling behind. That's what's happening to me.
No, hell no. Rick, get out of here with that, bro. Get out of here with that. All right, man. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Sorry. Like, with me, it's when it comes to the music that I listen to, it's very hard for me to, like, put names to sound. So I'm trying to, like, remember this one shit. Oh, I was gonna tell you this, bro. Like, when I do my reactions, like, right, I have a routine. Alright, I get set up and whatever. But like, there are days where I'm just like, oh, just not today. Like, bro, ever since it came out, I listened to your D.O.Da song. Yeah, bro, that shit. I don't know, like the space or where you was at when you made that song, but that one hit. That one.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really am quite happy with that track. But with all of my tracks, I have problems with. And my problem with the Dio track is that I think the hook's good, but I feel like I fucked it up slightly.
The hook?
I think I fucked it up by loop. Yeah. So it has the build up, da 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 da, and then it goes to Connor Dio da.
Yeah.
And then I did that, and I was like, this is too short. Let me just loop it again. And I felt like maybe I could have done something more.
No.
Maybe I could have had it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, as far as the what a song can do in its infinity, I guess yes, technically there is something you could have done, but at the same time, there was nothing wrong with what you did. You see Screw's reaction to it?
I think so.
Bro, he had, like, I watched his a little after I did mine, and we was the same way with that hook. Like, it had that bounce. It had a very nice sound. That just saying that, even if you just saying it over and over with how it went, like that hit. Like,
I'm glad that some people enjoyed it. Obviously some people didn't like it, and some people really liked it. Which, you know, that's taste.
Oh yeah, that's taste. I always got somebody in my comments saying something, so.
Yeah. I'm never 100% satisfied with anything that I make, but you know, that's life.
Nah, we understand that. Like, within doing nerdcore and how you have done it, like where you see yourself being at, say, 5 years from now. Like,
5 years?
Say 5 year plan, bro. Like, not the whole 5 year plan, but
hopefully.
like where you see yourself 5 years from now with how you've progressed to this point. At 5 years on that, where you see yourself?
Okay. In 5 years' time, I don't know, dude. I don't like thinking about it because that's the sort of thing that you could have asked me 5 years ago, and I would have given you a solid answer, which is what I'm currently doing now, right? Well, probably on a smaller scale because I don't expect it to be there. But now I'm at the point where I am now. I feel like it's a fool's errand for me to keep. I'm not a huge fan of the human condition of to keep moving the goalpost higher and higher. I kind of just want to be happy with what I've achieved so far, in a way, because I want to learn to live with happiness of that. Because you see aspirational and ambitious people who they achieve their dreams, and they don't really spend enough time really enjoying the fact that they have achieved their dreams, because they've already just come up with another dream that they've got to go then and achieve. And I get that, and you know, that makes sense. Not bashing anyone who's like that. I don't want to be like that, where I don't feel like I'm ever happy because every time I achieve something that I want, I then will be like, well, what am I going to do in 5 years from now? Or what am I, you know?
Well, I don't mean like in that sense. I mean, like, you know how you said you're
in a realistic sense, my perfect ideal I hit a million subscribers in next year sometime. I start doing more live performances at anime conventions and stuff, and building up like a community that are interested in me, Daniel Rustage.
Yeah.
I could start slowing down my upload schedule and just putting more effort into my work, doing big projects that I'm really interested in. Filming more music videos and stuff. I buy a house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well.
And yeah, I think that's it. I mean, yeah.
No, I got you. Because when I was talking about like doing stuff, it was just like, yeah, like with even just being on the same schedule that you're at, like the growth is gonna come. Like even if it's not the goal or the plan or the being happy where you're at, like it's gonna come because you do what you do, and more people are gonna tune into what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I came in clear out of nowhere. I was just like, what's going on over here? Look at all y'all. So like, and within doing reactions, I didn't know what I was getting into as far as doing them, and then especially in the nerdcore community when I started reacting to you guys' music, your responses, like you guys like key and quick when people notice your stuff. I was like, oh hey, they see me. What's up? How y'all doing? Like that's where I was at. And then you got me on Twitter, and I was like, oh, talking to you now. Nah, so I definitely appreciate you hopping on here and giving us some of your time, because like I want to talk to all of you at some point, because I think you all have like y'all have done something amazing, and me coming into it out of nowhere and like just diving in, like there was no hesitation, dog. I heard it, and then the next song, and then the next song, and then all of a sudden this was my channel. Like no lie,
it's the rabbit hole. It's the rabbit hole of some of these reactors. They really get into it.
For real, that's what it is. Like I go back to my old like reactions. I'll go to my thing, click oldest. It's just all regular hip hop, and then Game Boy Jones.
Yeah.
And then
it just explodes because you want to listen to the new song in it. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh man, huh?
Because then you just want to listen to them.
Yeah.
You know when they're gonna come out. It's easy to plan. Tell you what, we're like reactors' dreams, because it's like when our songs are going to come out, so you can schedule your content easier.
You know what?
Like, oh, well, Rustage's song is going to come out Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time, so I got to make sure I'm around to record my reaction to that, and I can upload that at 7 p.m. You know?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I've done it. And also within that, seeing you guys do that as far as just reactions, it kind of gives, I think, anyone like myself who is getting into nerdcore a kind of basis scheduling system to follow for ourselves. I think like a lot like there's this artist, Afro. I keep wanting to say Senju, but it's not Senju because that's a gamer.
Afro,
yeah.
Afro Legacy.
Yes, thank you. Because I react to his stuff, rap night. Like I'm trying. I key into everybody because I just think that the concept is amazing. Period. Like, and I look forward to seeing them grow as y'all have grown. So like that's beyond the music, just the people and what they've been doing here. Like that's definitely what keeps me tuned in, because one thing that I pay attention to if I am diving into this, like artists or something like that, is like I don't know why. It's like work ethic, the consistency, the constant, and like the evolution of people's skills really astounds me. It does, because people they come to the mic and they do things, and like I've heard stuff from I think just about every one of y'all that I've loved, liked, things I didn't like here or there, but like just in the grand scope of it, like what y'all done is just been like dope. And
I'm glad people enjoy.
What the? Oh, was that me? Was that me? I didn't get out of the thing. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Oh, no, my bad.
That's really funny. I was like, what the? I actually thought it was someone in your house at first, like maybe like a sibling or like a parent or something.
Oh my God, no. Nah, y'all got my girlfriend and my little boy out there. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Cause I heard Schwabity and I immediately assumed that was on your thing, and I was like, wait, no, I was in the stream too.
I call him Mark. Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Oh, I've seen that one. Like I said, within you
Not a
guys,
Snowden.
I've got. Oh,
Not a Snowden.
oh, okay. I don't.
Oh gosh, it's God, it was such a popular show like 10 years ago. So it's a slice of life school anime, right? But the twist is, so there's this boy who he joins a club for the occult. You know, they like occult things. Mm. And the person who runs the club is this girl called Haruhi Suzumiya. And she's secretly a deity. She's a god. She actually controls the fabric of space and time, but she has no idea that she can do that. She's just this positive, upbeat girl. Mm-hmm. And things are kind of shaped to her desires. And in that classroom is an alien, a time traveler, and I think is it a vampire or something? Like a robot. Right, and a cyborg, I think. And they all have, you know, their identities are secret to Haruhi. Yeah. And it's still like a slice of life comedy, but it has that weird premise. And it's quite good. It is actually quite good. It's one of the few non-shonen animes I've seen, and I have no idea why I watched it, but it does have this infamous second season where there's this one episode where it's the last day of summer holidays and they have a fun summer holiday break, and once the day ends it starts again because Haruhi Suzumiya doesn't want summer to end because she's not satisfied with how much fun they had during the summer. She doesn't realize she's doing this, right? It's just a subconscious thing. Instead of just having an episode based around that fact, the episode ends with it going back to the start again. And then the next episode is the episode is the exact same episode, with a few slight differences, like maybe a mask will be different or someone says something differently. And the episode ends with them realizing they're in a loop and they try to stop it, but they fail and it starts over again. Episode 3, exactly the same. Wow. And it keeps going, and they're in a loop and they're trying to stop it. Episode 4, exactly the same again. Few little changes. Blah, blah, blah. Episode 5, they're really fucking committing to this. It's the same again. Episode 6, and it continues. It's 8 episodes long. It's called The Endless 8. There's 8 episodes in a row that are almost identical. Right?
What the fuck?
And when you're watching it, when you're just watching the series back, you can watch the first one and then watch the last one. You can skip all the middle ones. But imagine watching that anime weekly. Imagine tuning in every episode and being like, I fucking hope this is the episode where they break this time loop, and then finding out they don't. Like, all right, next week I'm gonna watch the same episode again.
That's like the ultimate anime troll, bro.
Well, some people hate it, obviously, but some people love the fucking commitment to it. Like, it's something nobody's had the balls to do since. And yeah, it really is crazy.
No, that's insane. I was like, the suspense would melt my brain. What? So, sorry, this just popped into my head. Daniel Rustage.
Yeah.
Where? No, sorry, but your name Rustage, as far as having like a rap name or something like that, what made you stick with just Rustage?
It's my last name, and it's a rare and cool last name. It would be a waste if I didn't use it. I don't know. It's hard to feel regret for choosing a name that's already your own name. You know what I mean?
Hey, I understand exactly what you did. Darrnell Bradley. That's my whole shit. So, like, I understand exactly.
Yeah. Because you might be in a certain mindset and choose a name that doesn't really reflect you later on. But your real name will always reflect you, I guess.
No, you're not wrong.
For most people. Yeah, so I just used it. And also that means if anyone looks up the last name Rustage, it's all my stuff. So anyone in my family, they can't escape my presence now on the internet.
Oh, that's another question. How has this like with your family and how like they've seen you grow? Like how have they like?
Well, they don't really understand, so not really,
Not
not
really?
really
They don't-
anything.
Like they can't see what it's been doing
Yeah.
for you.
Well, yeah, of course. They're very. They keep saying things like, "Do you need a like?" Okay. I've actually hired my dad
What?
to. So I have a business now, and I'm constructing a studio in the garage. And my dad is an architect, and my business has hired my dad to do the plans for the studio that I'm building in the garage.
Okay.
And so I'm now my dad's boss, so you know that's how life be.
That's oh, he's just yo. That's how life be, man.
I rock up and I'm like, how you doing, champ? How the plans going? Make sure- I'm his dad now.
Oh my god. Oh man, so I like how has it ever been being from like just well you said you were now as a kid you were like mad energy doing whatever the hell.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
within growing yourself, like how is it I guess the first time you were noticed? Like you know how you go outside, you're just another person on the street. How was it the first time you walked outside or went somewhere and people knew who
Okay,
you were?
so I haven't, because of coronavirus, I haven't been to many conventions and such since I blew up on YouTube.
Okay.
The biggest I was at an anime convention was 100,000. And at that point, especially because nobody knew what I looked like, someone at the convention could know who I was, but they're not going to recognize me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to wait till next year for that sort of shit to happen.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, Corona done fucked off
We'll see.
everything for everybody.
Yeah. So we'll see if it happens at all, because a lot of people just don't know what I look like.
Well, you have more face exposing content.
I'm trying to, specifically so people know what I look like.
Well,
So-
yeah. No, I think. Well, no. I started watching. It was your reactions that got me when I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, Rustage. Cool. I like your
Yeah,
reactions. You
Rustage.
bring
People-
a good energy to your reactions. I like your stuff.
My negative energy.
Heck no. You're comedy. You're comical. Like you
I'm comedy.
you
I'm
are. Oh, wait, we're back. We're back. Not
No, I'm
in a
good.
negative
Hold
way,
on.
just a good comedy is like you say things that are funny on purpose.
I say things that are funny on purpose. Yes. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Man. Oh god. Oh yeah, I think we got a good dive into to see what Daniel pause. We got a good dive to see what Daniel Rustage is about and his
Oh, that's me.
That guy.
That's me. It's Daniel Rustage. Hello, Daniel Theodore Rustage. That's my full name. This is my address. 20.
I'm like stop, pause. Oh, but no, that on some real stuff though, man. Thanks for coming on. Like I was really glad that I was able to get a hold of you.
Yeah, it's difficult because I'm incorporeal, so most of the time people's arms just go straight through.
Right through the guy. I don't
Yeah, right through.
know what the hell to do. I think it's the
It's
electrical
unfortunate.
signal. It's the electrical signal on the phone when I tweet. It can.
Yeah. You have to find like a vessel for me to inhabit to be able to, grab a hold of me. But
Yes. So what happens is the electrical signal sends him into my computer screen, so that.
I'm actually a really, really realistic VTuber. Like, technology has gone crazy, and they've managed to produce this thing. And honestly, has technology gone too far? If I was creating like a virtual human and it ended up looking like this, I think I would just quit and start day drinking.
He said day drinking.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
nighttime.
I don't even do night drinking. I don't
Oh.
even drink.
Oh man, I drink a lot less now because of health concerns. So.
Yes.
So we all need to stop that. But once again, man, we appreciate you coming on, and we look
We?
forward. Yes, me, the fans, everybody. We all look forward to you.
I thought you're two people in one body. I thought you were like the queen. Like the royal we.
The royal we?
You know the royal we.
No, I don't.
It's kept in a jar at the palace. No, the royal we is when a monarch would say we to be like we are not amused, right? Because
Oh, got you.
it's in reference to themselves and also the crown.
Gotcha.
Like the status, the position of being the leader of England. Sometimes it's themselves and God, right? But it's in general, it gives them more of a presence of authority than just I'm not amused or something.
Gotcha. You know what? Sidebar question, just about England in general.
Yes.
What's I guess the difference between the Queen and the government?
The Queen is just a figurehead. She doesn't do anything. She technically, legally, has to sign off on every law, but she just agrees with whatever the Parliament does. The reason why she's still around, even though she doesn't really do anything in terms of the actual government, is because tourism. She makes more money than she costs to maintain. Having a royal family in England attracts a lot of foreign tourists because they want to see the castles that the royal family live in. And the royal weddings make a lot of money and, you know, yada yada. You've got merchandise that you sell that's based on the Queen, etc. Right? She's literally kind of just like a giant Mickey Mouse. But, I mean, it used to be. You know, absolute monarchy back in the medieval ages. The king would do everything. And then they formed parliament, so the king would have absolute say on anything, but the parliament would do the nitty-gritty of, like, the decisions and stuff. You'd have a prime minister and the ministers, and they would deal with, like, the lower down things. Well, the king was, like, big picture stuff. But then over time, the monarch became more of a figurehead and less of an actual contributing member of the government. The Queen technically is able to reject any law that she wants, but the moment she does, the entire royal family will be removed by the people, probably. So she doesn't.
That's a good deterrent, I guess. Definitely a good deterrent. But yeah, so we range of topics today, ending on some knowledge about England that I did not have before that I do have now. So like I said, we want to say thanks for hopping on, man, and we definitely appreciate you being on. We're all gonna be looking forward to the music you put out, and I'm gonna look forward to reacting to that music. So that's what that is.
I have some good songs coming up, I feel.
Nice. All right, guys.
I hope.
Come on now. Alright guys, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe over there, you know what he's doing. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe over here, you know what I'm doing, and we'll catch y'all in the next one, fam. Peace!
Yeah. Goodbye.